ChatGPT gave a lawyer fake case citations. A hospital chatbot gave wrong drug dosages. An AI assistant told someone their software had a feature it didn't have. All three were caused by the same problem. The AI was answering from memory instead of from facts. RAG fixes this. And in the next 5 minutes, you'll understand exactly how. Here's the core problem. Every large language model has a knowledge cutoff. It was trained on data up to a certain date, and it knows nothing after that. Worse, it doesn't have access to your private documents, your company's data, or anything that wasn't in its training set. So when you ask it something specific, it does its best to answer from what it knows, and sometimes it invents something that sounds right but isn't. That's called hallucination. And for any real business application, hallucination is a deal breaker. So what's RAG? RAG stands for Retrieval-Augmented Generation. In one line, RAG gives the AI your documents at query time, so it can answer from facts instead of from memory. You're not retraining the model. You're not changing how it thinks. You're just putting the right information in front of it right before it answers your question. Here's exactly how it works. Step 1. You take your documents, PDFs, databases, support articles, anything, and break them into chunks. Step 2. You convert each chunk into a vector, a mathematical representation of its meaning, and store these in a vector database. Step 3. When a user asks a question, you convert their question into a vector too, and find the chunks most similar in meaning. Step 4. You inject those relevant chunks into the prompt alongside the question, and the LLM generates its answer using that retrieved context. The model sees the facts. It answers from the facts.
No hallucination.
Why does this matter so much? Because hallucination, the AI making up confident-sounding wrong answers, is the single biggest blocker to deploying AI in production. Without RAG, an AI customer support agent might invent a refund policy. A legal AI might cite cases that don't exist. A medical AI might recommend the wrong dosage. RAG doesn't eliminate hallucination entirely, but it dramatically reduces it by giving the model the actual facts it needs to answer correctly. Grounded answers instead of guessed ones. Here's a concrete example. Imagine you're building an AI customer support agent for a software company. Without RAG, the agent answers from its general training data and sometimes gives wrong information about your specific product features. With RAG, you load all your support documentation, your knowledge base articles, your changelog into the vector database. When a customer asks, "Does your product support single sign-on?" the system retrieves the relevant section of your docs and the agent answers accurately, citing the exact article. The customer gets the right answer. The agent never guesses. How does RAG compare to the alternatives? Option 1 is a plain LLM with no added knowledge. Fast and cheap, but it only knows what it was trained on. Option 2 is fine-tuning. You retrain the model on your data. This changes the model's behavior and style, but it's expensive, slow, and doesn't update easily as your data changes. Option 3 is RAG. It doesn't change the model at all. It just gives the model the right context at the right time. For most production use cases, where you need your data to be current and accurate, RAG beats fine-tuning on cost, speed, and maintainability. When should you use RAG? Use RAG when your application needs to answer questions from a specific body of documents that changes over time. Support docs, legal contracts, research papers, internal knowledge bases. Use RAG when accuracy and source attribution matter. When should you not use RAG? If you want to change the model's behavior, tone, or reasoning style, that's fine-tuning territory. If your question doesn't require specific knowledge, just use the base model. RAG adds complexity. Only add it when grounded, current, source-cited answers are the point. Here's the one thing to remember. RAG isn't about making the AI smarter. It's about giving the AI the right information at the right time. The model's intelligence doesn't change. What changes is what it has to work with. Give it your facts, and it answers from your facts. That's the whole insight. Retrieval-Augmented Generation. Retrieve the right context, augment the prompt, generate a grounded answer. That's RAG in 5 minutes. If this helped, subscribe to AI SkillSprint, one AI concept explained simply every week. Next up, what's a vector database and why do you need one for RAG? Drop your questions in the comments. I read every one.